Hi everyone and welcome to Unit Review. We're your hosts, Jack
and Dan.
Today we're going to be looking at Imotekh the Stormlord.
The rightful ruler of the Necrons.
Oh, Dan, don't start this.
They're all in the comments already. Like
Silent King fanboy to the end. But yes, Imotekh the Stormlord.
Yeah.
He's got some real good stat blocks, got some really good abilities. I think we should really just dive straight in.
We're very excited about him, as you can probably tell already. So shall I say the line, Jack?
Stat block.
Yay!
Go ahead.
So he's got a movement of 5.
Yeah.
He's got a toughness of 5. He's got a 2-up save and a 4-up in one.
Yeah.
He's got 6 wounds, which is nice and chunky.
It's really good.
Leadership of 6 and OC of 1.
Solid stat block, to
solid.
be fair. It's a really good start. And you know what? He just gets better. Just gets better.
Well, unit composition-wise, no surprises here, but points-wise, he's a bargain, I think.
He's not for an overlord who's got some... Again, we'll get into it. Spoilers for later.
Spoilers, yeah.
We'll cover the unit review first. So, yes, so this model, he costs 100 points. He's equipped with the Gauntlet of Fire and the Staff of the Destroyer.
Yes.
Good names.
Yeah.
Absolutely good names. He can also lead the Immortals, the Lich Guard, and Necron Warriors.
Yeah, it's all right.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. What about the keywords, Dan?
He's got the Necrons keyword. He's infantry. He's a character. He's obviously got his Imotekh the Stormlord keyword.
Yep.
He's an epic hero because he's a named character. And he's also got the noble keyword.
Noble keyword. So nothing too surprising from that one, which is tasty. But weapons, though, this is where it starts to get really good.
He kind of slaps, doesn't he?
I didn't realise how good it was until I started reading more and more of the comments and such.
Yeah.
But yeah, so starting off first, so the ranged abilities. So he's Gauntlet of Fire. This ignores covers and is torrent. It is a 12-inch range. It's got D6 attacks. Obviously, being torrent, you automatically hit.
Yes.
He's strength 5 on the weapon, -1 AP, and 1 damage for that one.
That's okay, isn't it?
Very nice, very nice. Jumping straight onto the Staff of the Destroyer, it is an 18-inch range weapon, 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 6, -3, and 2 damage each.
That's nice.
That is -3 is really good in this edition. And 2 damage is literally a marine killer. So
yeah. I love it.
Complain. Melee just gets better. Staff of the Destroyer. It has devastating wounds.
Yes.
Really nice. Really good. He has 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 6, -3 AP again, and 2 damage.
Lovely.
Claps back hard.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a squad of even again, that stat block, that weapon profile, he has the capability of going in pretty much any unit that he wants and doing some work.
Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of flexibility built into that, which we really like. Abilities-wise, this is where he really comes into his own.
Yeah.
The first one, and this is so big for so many, it's just huge in this edition, but it's called Grand Strategist. At the start of your command phase, if this model is on the battlefield, you gain 1 CP. So bear that in mind for Hypercrypt. He's obviously got reanimation protocols, so at the end of the command phase, you can reanimate D3 wounds back to the unit.
Yeah.
And he also, I absolutely love this one, is he has a mortal wound bomb.
Yeah.
It's called Lord of the Storm, which is what he is. Once per battle, at the end of your command phase, this model can use this ability. If it does, you roll 1d6 for each enemy unit within 12 inches of this model. It's good range.
That's a very good range.
On a 2 to 5, that enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. On a 6, it suffers D3 plus 3 mortal wounds. That is nice. Really nice.
There's some good combos that we'll talk about later on that one. But getting him in the right spot where there's a cluster of people, that's the sweet spot. That's what you want to do.
Yeah, and you think about all of that wrapped up in a little bundle tied with a bow for 100 points. It's good value.
Good value. Again, the stat block, just everything that he's got, 100 points, it is a bargain.
Yeah.
Absolute bargain.
Yeah.
Great. Well, look, we'll jump straight on the stratagems. We'll just take this one at a time, I guess. But stratagem-wise, one of the ones I've picked, the Protocol of the Sudden Storm.
Very apt for the Stormlord.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's on brand.
Yes.
On brand. But yeah, so this one, it's in your movement phase. It costs 1 CP, 1 Necrons unit from your army. Until the end of that turn, range weapons equipped by models in your unit have the assault ability. In addition, if Necron's character is leading the unit till the end of the phase, you reroll the advanced roll made that you want.
Nice.
So the reason why I like this one so much is that's why you combo them with the immortals, get them in the right spot. They're getting those extra, that extra bit of movement and the reroll because obviously he's a character.
Yes.
And basically it's just a bargain at 1 CP.
Yeah, it's really good, that one. And it's that's in Awakened Dynasty, isn't it?
Awakened Dynasty there, yeah. Where some people, again, I don't really play Awakened too much, but it's starting to see a bit more play.
Yeah, it is, and I think for good reason. And the next one we've got on the list is also from that detachment. It's Protocol of the Eternal Revenant, which is also 1 CP. You can use it in any phase, and the target is one Necron's infantry character model, which he is, that was just destroyed, and you can use this stratagem on that model even though it was just destroyed.
Yeah.
At the end of the phase, you set the model back up on the battlefield as close as possible to where it was destroyed, but not within engagement range.
Yeah.
And it comes back with half of its starting wounds remaining, so 3 wounds in his case. And you obviously can only use that once per battle, but this, considering his ability to farm you CP, it's a no-brainer if you're playing Awakened to use this when he dies, because you're going to get the CP straight back.
Paying for himself.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's free money.
I
love it.
Chuck E. Cheese. But it's really solid ones. And to finish it off, it's not a Warhammer video if we don't include Cosmic Precision.
There it is.
Videos. But no, honestly, again, we keep saying it, but like I feel like we justify it every single time. Cosmic Precision, if anyone out there who doesn't know what it does, it is 1 CP. It's in your movement phase. But basically, you select one Necron's army that is arriving from Deep Strike or the Hypercrypt phase ability, because this is in the Hypercrypt Legion, this one. Until the end of the effect is you can set them up anywhere on the battlefield that is no closer than 3 inches from your enemy model. And again, the reason why this one's so good for is because with his ability, Lord of the Storm, you want to get very close to a lot of units to pop that once per game ability.
Yeah, that could be a game changer, couldn't it?
It's very nice. It is very nice.
Very good.
But without taking too many spoilers, let's jump straight on to the how to play this unit. So we'll go a bit more in depth about it.
Yes.
Do you want me to start off?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Certainly can. So one of the best ways, and again, probably worth mentioning, thank you so much for all the comments out there. We got really good engagement from this one across the board. Yeah,
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, thank you all so much. We'll put your names in the credits at the end. But let's start with, you kick us off with the first combo is?
Yeah, the one of the again, everyone started mentioning this. So this is how I've played them. This is how everyone played them at the very start of the edition as well. So basically, because they got nerfed, but it's still really viable. But so you combo the Imotekh the Stormlord, a Plasmancer, and 10 Immortals. It's basically a small unit that basically has deadly force, being able to teleport round. So I typically use this in the Hypercrypt Legion. Teleport these guys around just to kind of, again, Plasmancer, if anyone doesn't know what that ability is, they are able to basically give you, I think, lethals on 5s.
Lethals on 5s.
So you teleport them in, and have lethals on 5s, and you just get them around the board and just be an absolute menace.
They also do, they have Living Lightning, which is like a mini version of the Stormlord's ability. So they do mortal wounds, but it's not just once per game either, is it? It's like every shooting phase.
Exactly. So it's just that, like, that, what's it? I guess, it's on brand again.
Yeah,
with the both
isn't it?
comboing each other.
Yeah, I love it.
But it's a very deadly force. You got all them sustains. Sustains are now 5, which is great because all that sort of stuff. I know the Tesla ones have sustain, and the ones, the
Lethals,
carbines. The carbines. What are they called again?
Gauss.
I always get this wrong.
Yeah, Gauss blasters, I think.
But 2 very good weapon profiles. So realistically, whatever one you want to use, you can run them. But that combo is really good. Imotech's just good because basically if you get charged, he's got really good clapback, but he's also got really good shooting, so you can also tie in with the Immortals, getting those extra shots off.
Definitely. It's a really nice combo for that reason, because you can pop it around the board. If your opponent tries to tie you up by charging them, you can Overwatch with the Flamer for a start. He's got which is always handy for Overwatch, and then obviously the Immortal shooting, etc. And then he actually will hurt them in combat. So I really like that. I think it's a particularly though, the if you use that Cosmic Precision at the right time, get loads of enemy units within 12 and roll don't roll any ones, but you can pop off a lot of mortal wounds.
Easily. If you just if you're teleporting them around and you're like, oh, actually I need to do some more damage to this unit to take it out, pop his once per game ability, just does the trick.
I love it.
It's very good.
Really good.
Next one. Do you want to cover this one?
Yeah. Now this one is as a more conservative player, this one is probably more like my play style. So it's just him and 5 Sword and Border Lich Guard. And I think this is a strong unit to hold your backfield objective. It won't go down very easily, and it can throw out some damage with the Staff of Destroyer, or again, if they get lucky and pull a 9-inch charge off. And also, it means that your CP farming is basically safe for most of the game because he's stuck at the back there.
Exactly. Holding back your home field objective, gaining that extra CP to use on other guys. I think it's just a good combo. And again, it's like that's because that combo there would be 185 points to hold your backfield objective. Arguably not too bad for a very strong unit.
It's a very strong deterrent deterrent to stop your opponent from gambling to try and take your backfield, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because normally people just teleport in and be like, oh, this is an easy win. I'll easily take it. But that, it's quite tough.
He's going to deal with most units that are dropping into the backfield like that. Unless somebody's dropping 10 Terminators or something, then you might have a problem. But even then, if you've still got your Living Lightning and whatnot, you've got your Lord of the Storm ability, then you've got opportunities there.
Nice and easy.
I just think the CP farming is so big in this edition. CP in this edition in particular is massive.
Yeah.
And it depends what detachment you're using him in. Less in Awakened because you've usually running Overlords that are giving you free strats, but in the Canoptek Court's quite CP hungry, and if you particularly Hypercrypt, if you take a Monolith, that's really CP hungry. Yeah. So it's huge.
I've seen some people literally just bring him by himself. 100 points, sitting at the back, farming that extra CP, and then every now and then, again with him being by himself, Hypercrypt him right in the middle using Cosmic Precision, right in the middle of all the units just to do his ability. Maybe turn 3, turn 4, and he's like, oh, I don't need this CP anymore. I'm just going to go jump straight in, do his ability.
It's a very handy one if you can move off your home objective late game, get him onto the mid board so something else can move forward, or you just like you say Hypercrypt him and surprise. Surprise, bitches! Have some mortal wounds. Just you can turn the tide of the battle. Really, it's really important.
It's really good. Ability, if you roll those 6s, the D3 plus 3. Woo, it's scary.
Nice.
It's scary. But they're the two big ones that people mentioned, which I completely agree with. What about best ways to defeat this unit?
Yeah, now this is a tricky one again. I think because of his profile, he's not easy to snipe out if he's in a unit. That's why I'd always take him with something.
Definitely with something. Is how I would like to play him, just to get that extra layer of protection, really, because you really technically bring him for the CP farm. So you could bring him by himself and kind of keep him really hidden away, but anything that has deep strike can kind of get to him. So having him in a unit, I don't think there's an easy way realistically to take this unit out.
You'd have to hit him hard with something that could epic challenge him and then delete him. But it's just not.
He stands alone very, very well. Even in the law he does as well. I think he stood against a good few amount of people. He's not a grand strategist, is it? Was that one of his old abilities?
I
think it was something else. But
he's definitely he's one of those characters in our book who the rules match the law. I think he is solid.
They've got him pretty down pretty well, I think. But I mean, obviously what you mentioned about a brick of Terminators dropping in right next to him to try and take him out for some Lich Guard, probably could do that, but then that's a heavy cost for them. 185 points for us to hold backfield. A brick of Terminators,
400 points
plus the captain. 450 points. I'd probably say.
So that's
a good trade.
It's a good trade. It is a good trade.
That is the big thing.
And what else?
Honestly, I don't think there's much more. Having a little look over what I've written, I think we've kind of covered what he's kind of bad against. Literally just take him out as soon as you can. I think that's literally it. But realistically, he's going to be in a safe space for farming that CP. I don't see a good way.
If they overstep, like if they do bring him, if they're not playing Awaken, so that once he's dead, he's dead. And if they play him aggressive and drop him in there, if you can, should you wish to, focus the fire on that unit and get rid of him, or and then charge him, etc. But for the Necron player's perspective, it means that he's almost a distraction carnifex. Like you said, under 200 points, and if he's absorbing a lot of the enemy's attention, he's kind of doing his job.
For the Immortals, they're like 75, 85 points, something like that. Again, just it's a good trade. It's a hard one because this unit's so good. He's got we mentioned it before the recording it. He can go into any unit and play any role. He can be defensive. He can be on the attack. Anywhere he goes, he fits the bill. Which is lovely. So if
you're playing against him, just concede.
That's the top tip from us.
Tip the table. Storm off.
Storm off. I love it.
Good.
But I think that's it. Really, this guy's an absolute break. If you're not running him, do it. Absolutely do it.
I haven't been playing a lot I want to try him in a Canoptek Court list just for the extra CP, because when I've played that, I've found that was something I was lacking. So I'm definitely gonna get the Wraiths out and run, and the Doomstalkers, and run that with him farming me some CP and see how that goes.
Because you need it. Very nice. Very
good.
Nice.
But as always, let us know in the comments as well if there's other ways that you use him, or tell us of how he's performed for you, and we'll be putting your names on screen. If they haven't appeared, they will be appearing about now. The magic fingers. Cool. I really enjoyed enjoyed that. He's also we should just very briefly mention he's got a lovely new sculpt, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
They've done a good job.
I mentioned that. Yeah, it's been. I've watched it. I mean, I had the old one over there, and it's aged.
Yeah,
the other one is aged. This one it's more fitting for this guy.
Yeah.
He's a very good guy.
He's got the characterful cloak, which you have to have to be an epic character these days. Good. All right. Well, thank you again. I hope you enjoyed that as much as we enjoyed recording it, and we'll be back soon with a new unit review. Thank you.
Thank you.